With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Kansas City. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. It's Young on first down. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now a first down throw for Young. Flushed out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Young off the play fake. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Young will set to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Running right, here's Dillon. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to fourth down. Young takes it on the sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson forced out to his left. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. On the move past the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for KC. 58 yards. From up here in the booth, looked like he started to make his cut into the middle of the field right as that ball was being released. That's how you draw it up.
Exactly how you draw it up, but you don't often get that result because that means absolute confidence from both the receiver and the quarterback to know both will be in the spot they're supposed to be.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Now the ball comes loose. No score after one on EA Sports. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Jackson now. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Young on first down. He's got the Hall of Famer, Fred Biletnikoff, complete. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Fred Biletnikoff, 70 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Jackson steps away to his left. And Steve Smith hauls it in. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Up to midfield. 30. 10. 5. He will take this all the way. Touchdown.
That was a special return. And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times with... Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he won't quite take it all the way, but still what a return. He gets that to the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Ricky Williams from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kick.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A.J. Dillon, 71 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Next to score, Visitors 19, Chiefs 13. Daniel Carlson sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
In motion right is Smith. To throw again on second down. Jackson dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. And that led to the incompletion.
Jackson being chased out left. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Steve Young. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going long here for Wallace. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
Hester to return from his end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Open man here, it's Owen Daniels. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Eluding the pressure right. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
It's a game of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Dillon now off the option. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Dillon now off the option. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Young to throw on 4th. And he
he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Forced out to his left. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Young. Flushed out right. He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Young to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A give for Dillon running right.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down.
We got 3. We got 3. We got 3.
Here's Young. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Fourth down, Young. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Just obviously a gigantic play by the defense here. You see where we're at in the fourth quarter, Charles. Fourth and long, they felt like they had to make a big play through the air, but it's the defense, not that offense, that comes up with the huge play.
And I love the countenance of the defenders. So calm, so ready, no nerves and evidence at all. And they came through with a big play that has them on the verge of a victory.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.